last night on the Bachelor in Paradise finale.
I feel like Aiden and I have been dancing around the big conversation about engagement.
Engagement is what I've been wanting.
I want to get engaged. I want an engagement. I came in here wanting the engagement. The engagement solidifies so many things.
Don't even, you can't even engage in engagement. Engaged.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
The engagement.
This is it, folks, the end of Bachelor in Paradise Season 9. And with the way this season's been going, I'm personally heading into this finale like...
Okay, maybe we can sulk for 5 minutes and then we start forcing ourselves to have fun.
And with the slew of eliminations from last episode, the remaining couples are Kat and John Henry,
Yay.
Sam and Peter,
Oh, you're still here.
Mercedes and Jordan,
Yay.
Aaron and Eliza,
Sure.
Tanner and Jess,
Oh, you're still here.
Olivia and Michael,
Sure.
and Avon and Kylie.
Yay.
And in an effort to up the romance at the 11th hour, production is sending out a date card for Kat and John Henry.
Yay.
So on their date, these two go from one beach to another, and after hitting the water, they proceed to sit down for a serious chat, where John Henry says,
You know what I really like about you?
Okay, what?
I love just how caring you are and how supportive you are of everybody.
Are you sure about that?
Then, in true Bachelor fashion, they both unload a ton of information about their past traumas.
My dad had 4 wives. I lived in a group home. I want to change that generational trauma, and it speaks to my family.
I've dealt with a little bit of depression.
Now, next up for the romance booster date is Aaron and Eliza. And at this point, Aaron is like hands down slam dunk ready to drop to one knee and propose. Which is great for Eliza, but Kylie over here is looking at that, and then looking back at Avon like, come on, do something. So as Eliza and Aaron have their fire ceremony sweat lodge date, where Eliza, after everything that happened in Paradise last year, is apprehensive about saying I love you to Aaron, until of course Aaron says,
Liza, I really am falling in love with you more every day. I really am.
Alright, engagement's on, folks. Engagement is on. Well, as love blossoms there, things are crumbling back on the beach. Like, Jess decides that even though Tanner's interested in her, there's just no point in sticking around for a fantasy suite, so she's headed home. But the real mind-boggler is Avon and Kylie, because Kylie is adamant that she wants an engagement. However, the moment she brings that up, Avon's like,
Why is it an engagement specifically is the only way to where you're gonna believe that I see a future with you?
And the ensuing argument here is so extra. Cause yeah, Avon gets defensive immediately, but also Kylie? Chill. It's been what, 3 weeks at most? And Avon is dumbfounded because he says, why can't me saying I want to leave here with you and have a relationship out of paradise be enough? But then Kylie's like,
It's not enough for me.
hey, girl wants that gentle caress of a Neil Lane ring. Well, Avon then goes to bed, and Kylie starts crying, wondering what more could she do to get engaged to this man after knowing him for less than a month.
Are you dumb? Why can't you see it?
So, yet another relationship is in freefall. However, production has an ace up their sleeve by sending in Kenny and Mari from the uber successful Paradise Season 7. And they're here because...
We're here because we're getting married today.
I don't believe you.
Nah, no way. I don't buy it. Kenny and Mari got for real married in Puerto Rico last month. This is going to be... well, something else. Look at this wedding. None of their family show up, but hey, the Paradise cooking staff is attending. The Paradise poop doctor is there. Come on, this is so unserious. But the big deal is actually...
I asked a good friend of mine to come back and be my best man.
Kylie, Blake's here.
Okay, what is going on with Kylie and Blake? Hello?
I think it was really hard for Kylie to see Blake go home.
Blake.
I know she wanted to see Blake.
This is going to be my Roman Empire, isn't it? So yeah, Kenny and Mari get fake married, and I'm like, sure, get that honeymoon money. Cause word is their wedding in Puerto Rico was their actual legally documented, all the paperwork done, signed, and official wedding. And whatever this is more of a way to lure the remaining couples into a sappy enough state as to really consider getting engaged in a couple of days. Now after this, they then go on to one of the most interesting wedding receptions ever. And again, this is so unserious. I'm like 95% unbothered, but there's still that 5% of me that's angry at the attempt to pass this off as real. Anyways, Kylie pulls Blake aside and is all,
well, you tell me what's going on.
No, it's annoying because, like, when you left, I was, like, really upset.
which had me like,
What the hell is going on here?
and Blake tells Kylie to see things through with Avon, or else she'll walk away with regrets. Now, Avon does buy a little bit of time by saying,
I am falling in love with you at this point.
which earns him a nice little pat on the shoulder, but he's not saying the magic engagement word, so
That's all I needed to hear so I can decide how I want to move forward.
It sounds like you're not willing to sacrifice that for me.
And you're not willing to sacrifice that for me either.
alright, I'm done with these two. Now next up is what's usually the Paradise Bloodbath. The final day where Jesse Palmer comes out and says, it's time to decide if you're ready to commit to each other and get a fantasy suite, or leave Paradise now. A moment that Jordan and Mercedes don't even bother showing up to because this isn't even a thing. So they hit the road. But apart from Eliza and Aaron, and incredibly, John, Henry, and Kat, do any of these other couples really want to head towards a possible engagement? I mean, there's no hope for Avon and Kylie, who, by the way, is still trying to get this man to propose.
You were willing to take the next steps with Rachel. You were willing to do fantasy suites with her. You were willing to do those things. And I don't know.
Why are we talking about Rachel?
To which Avon says, if I don't propose, are we done? Like, he says he wants to leave in a committed relationship, but is it really a ring or nothing for Kylie? Anyways, this game of engagement chicken gets real tiring real fast. Eventually, Kylie does cave, and girl does not look happy. I mean, I've seen bros leaving together single looking happier than these two. Then there's Peter and Sam, who, every time they show up on my screen, it's like, because I'm constantly forgetting that they're here. Anyways, Peter's down for a relationship, and Sam is like, LOL. Did we actually think something real was happening here? So these two skedaddle their separate ways, and up next is Olivia and Michael, where Olivia is open to making something work outside of Paradise, but Michael goes,
In terms of leaving in a relationship or going to fantasy suites or anything like that, I just don't think that that's where we're at right now.
and yeah, it's kinda sad. Like, I really felt bad for Olivia as she started saying,
I'm good. I have no hard feelings. I don't, but I don't want to sit here.
I think most of us have been in the exact same position. But, unbelievably, here are our final two couples. Both get a fantasy suite, both decide to spend the night together, and as engagement day arrives, the big question mark here is actually Eliza, because she's still apprehensive about actually getting engaged. Also, a big thing for her is her family, who Aaron hasn't met, so she really isn't sure if she'll say yes should Aaron propose. However, when Eliza arrives, and Aaron says this,
Your mom had a great conversation with her. I see where you get it.
Really?
I see where you get it.
You talked to her?
That's for like 15 minutes.
that seemed like a huge deal for Eliza, and the thing that might have tipped the scales for this.
Will you marry me?
So that's one engagement so far. And as Kat shows up for her final rose, I don't know, something's coming over me. Am I so deprived of love on this show that I'm actually hoping for some kind of happy ending to cling on to here? And as John Henry gets down on one knee, pulls out the Neil Lane ring and goes,
Will you marry me?
Yes, of course.
I had to stop myself because, am I actually hopeful for these two? No.
That's insane. She's insane.
Don't try to apply reason to her actions.
I dunno, maybe it's John Henry. Like, the dude seems so, and I really don't mean this in the negative way people will think, but he seems like such a simple dude. Unbothered, innocent? I'm not sure. Nah, I'm just so desperate for something to work this season, that's gotta be it. Anyways, the happy couples walk off into the sunset, and there's no Paradise reunion this season. But they do give us a couple update montage, which is actually the best part of this whole episode. We see that Kylie and Avon are still a couple going strong, Olivia is still looking for a man to forever suck her toes, though she did object to this caption on her socials afterwards. Blake is under contract to become a golden bachelor in 30 to 40 years, Jess is glittering solo, Rachel didn't want anything to do with this montage, and I don't blame her. Then, shocker one is that Aaron and Brayden are such friends now that they went on some sort of boat trip together where the boat sank and they almost died and had to be rescued. But shocker two is Brayden is in a relationship with Christina Mandrell from Zach's season. Tell me why this couldn't have happened on Paradise. This season really missed. Now as for Aaron and Eliza, well, uh-oh. And who would have thunk it? Kat and John Henry are the most successful, still going strong, still engaged couple to come out of this season. Which, frankly, feels like what this season deserved. They also give us an update on other Paradise couples, marriages, babies, and they leave out Thomas and Becca, a former bachelorette, by the way, who literally got married and had a baby this year. So, just like how they left out a reunion special and instead included a short montage, I too will be leaving out a season review video from my planned schedule for the rest of the month, and instead give it to you now. So, here it is. Here's my review for Paradise Season 9. Kinda lame. So that's it for this recap of The Bachelor in Paradise Season 9 finale. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts on the finale in the comment section below. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
Engage and engagement. Engaged.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
The engagement.